Today, we're going to look at the unemployment rate that has currently moving up and down in a way that has never changed before. Now, let's dive into what's going on in unemployment rate lately. For the past couple of years, it's been pretty low, but recently it's been creeping up. So according to the latest data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, it hit around 4% give or take last month, which is a bit higher than the 3.9% in April, so basically about 0.01%. Just about a year ago, in April 2023, it was down at 3.4%, so a 0.6% increase. Now, 4% might sound a lot, but they're still historically low compared to many ages before. Experts are saying that there is no need to panic. Why is that? Both the number of jobs and size of the labor force are growing. Now, even though we saw some big layoffs from companies, let's say Google or Amazon at the start of the year, this hasn't turned out to be a broader job market. Because, let's put it this way, tech companies, when they lay off, their stocks go up for some reason. Tesla, on the other hand, when they lay off people, they try to be a tech company, it tanks. So, besides the point, a big reason for the jump in May's unemployment rate is because young people, especially those ages 20 to 24, are entering or re-entering the workforce. With school out for the summer, more teenagers and college students and recent graduates are looking for a job. Moody's Analytics points out that this age group is pretty volatile. Graduates might be finding it tougher to land jobs right away, but there is no sign of massive layoffs for currently now. Now, on the flip side, job growth is giving economists some confidence. Non-farm payrolls jumped around 272,000 in May, beating the Dow Jones estimate about 190,000, which that's a bonus. Plus, more prime age workers, those around ages between 25 through 54, are participating in the workforce at a rate of 83.6%. The highest in the last at least 20 years. Now, US economics from the Bank of America says there is no real sign of a recession when you look at the overall labor market data. Economists aren't too worried about the 4% unemployment rate by itself, but they are keeping an eye on how fast it's rising. So one way to measure which is with the SAM rule, named after economist Claudia Sam. The SAM rule compares the average unemployment rate to the past 3 months with the lowest rate in the past year. Now, if the 3-month average is half a percentage point higher than the yearly low in this case, it could be a signal that a recession that might be coming. But after all, the May report, the SAM rule is still at around 0.37. So that rate will need to stay at 4% or higher for the next few reports to hit that mark of 0.5% mark. So Junelle says that they are not worried about crossing the line next month. Now, Di Natale from Moody's is also watching unemployment insurance claims, which are currently really low. So for the week ending in June 15th, 238,000 Americans apply for unemployment benefits. She says we should only be worried if the number hits around 260,000, which is, let's face it, that is pretty close. And how do you get this number? Is it accurate? So that's a lot of questions to be asked. But as for future job numbers, Janelle says that he wouldn't be concerned unless the number of jobs added drops below 100,000 jobs. Job losses can happen very unexpectedly, and it can snowball really quickly, but that is not expected in the next report. So while the unemployment rate has ticked up a bit, there is no need to hit the panic button just yet. Now keep an eye on the trends, but for now, things are looking pretty stable. Now, while the recent uptick in unemployment rate might seem concerning at the first glance, it is important to look at the bigger picture. The rate is still historically low, the job market remains strong, and the growing payrolls and the workforce participation. Factors like the influx of young job seekers and the resilience in the job market growth provide a balanced view that reassure us that against immediate concerns of a recession. Now, looking at economists, they are closely monitoring key indicators such as the SAM rule and unemployment insurance claims, but the current data doesn't show that suggests a major downturn is on the horizon. So while it's wise to say it's to be informed and be aware of these trends, there is no need to panic in this case. The economy is showing signs of stability and resilience even with a slight rise in unemployment. Now, look into all these data and numbers, what they give out. Personally, I see both ways of the equation. Unemployment may be pretty low historically, and I don't know if the job data is as accurate, but there are a lot of people who could get jobs and they cannot get jobs because let's look at the first main problem, which I cannot fit into all video. Basically, thanks to inflation, college is getting more expensive. When it's more expensive, when people come out, they need a job to pay for that loan. That loan is gonna have interest due. When that interest due, it forces people to find and keep swapping jobs. And also, thanks to a recession, thanks to the pandemic, now that everything got more expensive, people have to make up for that. So even if you have unemployment jobs, people are still gonna find work. And next issue is you have a lot of people who are immigrating to the country illegally or illegally. I'm not gonna get too political into that, but you have that problem too that needs to be solved. But the main issue is that America needs to work on, especially this administration, maybe the next administration, they need to work on businesses, especially small to medium businesses, need to have more positive growth. Right now, it's just the large corporations. The large corporations, they can hire and fire a lot of people. But at the end, it's the small moms and pop businesses and the medium-sized businesses is the one that really generates the amount of jobs are needed in America. And preferably the more jobs that people have, the more less issues what people have, like complaining and, rioting, all this other nonsense. If you want to discuss more about this topic, consider joining my Discord down below. And since it's a small community, I'm going to keep my Discord open, and once it gets bigger, I'm most likely going to put a paywall through it. And I'm not a fan of monthly subscriptions, more like pay one, get the job done. But since I'm kind of happy that my subscriber base right now currently shooting this video is really small, and if you guys have any questions about, let's say, taxes, just make sure to shoot me down a comment down below, or if you join my Discord, that's to be the best way to reach me. And I know some of you are emailing me, and I haven't got back to it, but I've been really busy. So the best place to meet me is join my Discord down below and just shoot me a question. I'll see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day.